I want to read something that, for me, best embodies this inverse concept of my life is for your benefit. Love is patient. Love is kind. It does not envy. It does not boast. It is not proud. It does not dishonor others. It is not self-seeking. It is not easily angered. It keeps no record of wrongs. Love does not delight in evil, but rejoices with the truth. It always protects, always trusts, always hopes, always perseveres. This is a reading from the first book of Corinthians, chapter 13, verse 4 to verse 7, from the New International Version of the Bible. And I have another quote. This is my commandment, that you love one another as I have loved you. Greater love has no one than this, that someone lay down his life for his friends. This excerpt comes from the book of John, chapter 15, verse 12 to verse 13 in the English Standard Version of the Bible. In this excerpt, the speaker is Jesus Christ. When we reverse the transactional habits we walk in on a daily basis, when we separate our actions from our transactions, when we prioritize serving each other with patience and kindness, I trust that something extraordinary will be birthed. Maybe there won't be any fireworks going off. There probably won't be any congratulations or acknowledgement from others at all. Most of all, it probably won't feel very good. Being patient and kind to someone or some situation that, in our minds, doesn't deserve it could end up feeling like you're being exploited. But I'm reminded of Jesus Christ's journey as he neared the end of his life, his heart filled with patience and kindness as he forgave his murderers while they were murdering him. Yet, isn't an example like that the portrait of freedom from fear, insecurity, pride? Freedom from the shades of darkness of our inner selves. His sacrifice was the embodiment of my life is for your benefit when he died on the cross for the very persons who put him there. I want to wrap up with the acknowledgement of the ways a lot of the points I mentioned intersect with my own identity. Like one of the characters I mentioned earlier, Mia, I too am sharing my faith out of passion. And similarly to her, there is somewhat of a desire that you, the listener, will ponder the depths of the Christian faith. But it's the final part I mentioned about Mia where I've personally experienced the most transformation. About Mia, I said, quote, Mia's value comes from feeling good about being able to support something she loves while influencing others to do the same. Internally, it revealed her desire to convince others about the validity of the cause she cares about, with the hopes that they may support it as well. Beneath that, it reveals within her a need to prove to herself that she is, quote unquote, a good person, since she is doing her best to help. It's a controlling sense of responsibility, the need to feel she is good because she fears the possibility that she really isn't and is terrified about what that means for her moral existence. My faith in Jesus Christ forces me to accept that my personal deepest fear is true, that I am both capable of and actively produce unseen wickedness, even if I don't intend to, even when I actively strive against it. There is an inevitability to the ways that I, as an individual, produce darkness, and the ways I contribute to the collective darkness humanity produces. Again, even when or if we don't intend to. Yet, my faith in the gospel of Jesus Christ has birthed shades of freedom in my own life. Love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, gentleness, self-control, goodness, faithfulness. against which there is no law. That's not to say that I'm always walking in these fruits of the Holy Spirit, but rather that having access to them at all, for me, is the evidence that a particular kind of freedom is attainable. So, God willing, I hope to continue to share my musings on the little and big ways I believe the gospel redeems darkness in everyday life. That's all for now. Thank you for listening. See you in part 2. This is a clip from episode 1. You could listen to the full episode linked in the description box below. Thank you.